So, last that we left off, our intrepid heroes found themselves narrowly escaping the wrath of both the fallen Apostle Aneth and the crime lord Hamus. Reuniting for some and making first impressions with Valentine, the party decided to contact the vampire lord Isabella, who told them to adorn her necklace when Hamus is taken out. Seladrin puts it on and fell to the ground as he was infected with vampirism, falling unconscious. Going back to their new safe house with Valentine, the party meets their old mentor, Mongol, as he joins and to train with Atramar. Slumping down in bed for the first time in a very long time, you all get some much-needed rest as you wait to see about your friend's condition. As you all begin to... One sec. You all begin to rest in the safe house for the next couple days, getting yourself familiar with it and with the Valentine manor. As your host is inviting the very best professionals that he knows to help with the problems at hand. A cleric named Calpurnicus comes for both Atramar and Seladrin, assessing the state that Seladrin is in, and trying to help discern the energy coming off of the luminous executioner. Calpurnicus also spoke to Valentine about the Great One that Stella has been referring to, saying that she might be speaking of a god of chaos, and providing the name of a rumored school where they could teach about the power and the god. The news about Seladrin is dire. Even after he was stabilized and brought to a baseline of health, the cleric was unable to cure him, and Seladrin has stayed asleep for the entire duration, as his skin turns deathly pale, and the color from his body seems to disappear almost entirely. Valentine helplessly searches his library for answers on a cure solution, with some books referring to Bloodcroft's Academy of the Known Abyss as having the quote-unquote cure for vampirism. Valentine continues to ask around as the third and final day of Seladrin's disease takes hold, as Valentine goes to collect his friends in the morning to see the state of their comrade. Each of you begin to slowly wake up in your rooms. As you do, Isuu sits up in bed and does a full body stretch, and as he does, he has something metallic fall off of his chest and hit the ground as he does. Picking it up, he sees that it's a small golden compass with cracked glass that seems to be turning in every direction. As he does this, he doesn't look around to the shadow that begins to grow in the corner of his bedroom as he feels a familiar presence. In not slowly solidifying from the darkness from a clawed hand, as a dark gray tiefling in sharp clothes forms from the shadows and pulls himself into this plane. The tiefling walks out, and from the shadow, the light begins to grow back into the room as he begins talking to Isuu, as Isuu is looking down and away from the tiefling. Isuu, been a long time since I've seen you. Haven't gone yellow belly, have we?
No, but I could say the same. It has been a while since I've seen you, Stone. You got
Yeah,
anything good for me?
have anything good? Well, you know me. I've always got some good bounties to give you, Isuu. You're one of our best, and I know that the uppers are real glad to have you on our side.
I could say the same. Let
So,
me at it. Hit me.
well, first things first, Isuu. What's been going on? Haven't had any bounties come down to the underworld in a while from you. Anything going on?
Actually, something has come up from one of our fellow companions that I have been following along. A
Uh,
vampire has cursed them with vampirism and has been unable to wake up, so if you can get any information on that for me, I'd appreciate it.
a vampire? Wait, go back a little bit there. You said you're running around with companions? Isuu, that doesn't sound nothing like you. Stone kind of sits back on the desk as he folds his arms and waits for Isuu to explain a little bit.
Look, it helps. It helps get the job done quicker and the gold in faster. So
Well,
that's what I'm. So, and they've been helpful and trustworthy. So I'll take whatever I could get, especially since my past I've been backstabbed one too many times, and I'd rather stick with people I could trust than no one at all.
no, don't need to tell me twice, Isuu. I understand what a good party can do for you. Glad you're
Mm.
starting to open up to people. Now, this vampire. What about him? Know anything?
A female, red cloak. I believe her name is. One second. Let me go through my notes. I take out a small notepad and flip around in it. Uh, Isabel. That's her name.
Oh. He looks at you, and raises his eyebrows and lets out a little sigh. Isabel. And you're telling me that she turned your friend? That is no good, Isuu. No good at all.
We originally decided to work together to take down some sort of stuck-up mob boss, but it went south when the artifact they gave us to call them over is what cursed my friend Seladrin,
Hmm.
and then
Well,
disappeared before we could even get the chance, before we even got the chance to get a word out of her.
he's gonna shake his head a little bit and look back up at you with his glowing red eyes. Well, Isuu, I do know one cure for vampirism.
Anything will help.
And he reaches into his coat and pulls out a stake and hands you it. Right through the heart, and that's only if they decide to come for you. You
I'm
hear?
not gonna kill him.
Well, he may be thinking something different about you, Isuu. I'm just saying. Now this Isabel. I don't know much about her specifically, but I'm not sure if I've seen or heard anything in the underworld about her. I can definitely ask my superiors and ask around as well if you'd like.
Sounds good. And if you don't know any other bounty hunters that are willing to get her head, my next bounty for you is free of charge.
Oh, now that, Isuu, that does put a smile on my face.
Look, whatever's gonna help my group is gonna put a smile on mine.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're still in the business, Isuu. Makes me happy that we got another bounty hunter to be able to keep us going. And as you guys are talking, you're gonna hear knocking at your door, as you can hear the muffle calls from Valentine, asking if you're awake just yet. Oh, looks like one of your friends are here, Isuu. Looks like that's my time.
See you
And
soon,
with that,
hopefully.
the shadows begin to grow, and he turns his back before looking at you and stopping as his foot is in the shadow and goes, "Oh, and Isuu, let's not remember a little deal, shall we? Because I can guarantee you that our uppers are gonna remember that and get their debts paid one way or another." And with that, he shakes his head down a little bit, looks forward, walks into the shadow as it begins to lighten up as the knocking at the door begins to pick up. "Isuu, are you up just yet? I think it's time
Long
we
as,
go check on Seladrin."
as long as he keeps the gold flowing. Yep, I'm here.
"Oh, thank God. Glad I didn't have to wake you. Alright, let me go collect your friends as well." And
Yep, we shall.
Valentine walks over to Stella's room and Atramar's room and begins to knock at both of yours. "Stella! Atramar! I think it's about time that we go see how Seladrin's doing."
Stella's gonna go ahead and open the door uncomfortably close, just staring at him.
"Oh, I didn't. Oh, and as he begins to talk, he'll remember that
Hello.
Stella has not slept at all in his presence, and will not answer the question of, "Oh, were you sleeping real quick, or did I wake you?" And goes, "Oh, right then. My bad. You must be wanting to get through. Sure." And he'll walk a little bit towards Atramar. Ashamar got a good night's sleep, did we?
Oh yes, oh yes. Just thinking about my mace though. Where'd that thing get off to?
Oh, no. You're not going through that anymore. We've talked about this with Doug Mick, and he told me that he told you that it was cursed. We are not allowing you to be touching that forbidden weapon. We don't know what kind of powers or what kind of incantations are going over your mind with that. I don't like that you're asking about that, especially as opposed to be asking about your friend.
He can wait, but I guess the mace can wait for now. Let's go check on the boy.
Alright, good call. And with that, each of you begin to slowly make your way upstairs to Seladrin's room, where you guys are at the infirmary with him. Oh, I tried to move all of them together. Sorry.
Where did I go?
Where'd you just? I don't know where you're.
Dude, I
Isu's
just
at the
know. I
bottom
just
left
no clip
map.
off the map.
Isu's in the
Scary
back
when
rooms,
modded.
dog.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Each of you gather around the door as Valentine, shakingly and kind of slowly goes up. He goes, "Well, I guess we have to find out one way or another." And he'll reach his hand out to the door and let out a little knock as he goes, "Seladrin, you in there, buddy?"
Yeah. Yo.
Seladrin! He's gonna open the door, and he's gonna rush in. "Seladrin! Are you alive?
You lived, bitch.
Let's go!"
He looks very fucking bad right now, though.
Yeah, we look at Seladrin and we see that he's almost completely pale. All the life and color that was inside of him is completely gone. You can still see that there's dried up blood around the necklace that encased him, and the rest of his clothes look still pretty fucked up from the battles that he had. The wounds that he did have before have all closed up, but he hasn't taken a bath or anything since he's just been kind of in the bed for a while. So he looks extra dead and disgusting. "Well, Seladrin,
smells
I'll be
terrible.
honest, you've never looked better."
I don't think that's true, Valentine.
I would disagree.
Roll for perception.
Oh boy.
Stella's gonna wave to Seladrin.
I'm just gonna look at her.
11.
You can tell that Valentines are trying to be nice for the hell of it, trying to keep him the spirits up. "Tell me, boy, how do you feel now?"
Awful. Yeah, never better. Valentine. How do
Oh,
you fucking feel?
All right.
That answers
Maybe
the
a
question.
Maybe a little bit of a loaded question, I'll be honest. Not bad this morning though. A little bit of rain in the forecast, but that's nothing
I
to shy
don't
about.
give a fuck.
Oh, you seem to also be sporting some new daggers. As Valentine looks at your hands as they now adorn in sharp claws that go down almost an inch or two off of your hand.
Oh, shit, that's kind of cool. And I'm gonna wave my fingers around a little bit.
Whoa! What are you pointing at thing? Am I right, guys? Am I right? Just trying to like.
I can kill you any second I want to, Valentine. Don't worry about me.
Valentine's gonna like laugh and then go straight faced, and then go, well, we've been hoping and praying for your recovery, and I'm glad to see that you're at least okay.
Hopes and prayers only go so far.
Apparently. That's why I've actually been calling a couple people around to try and see what we can do for you. And have what we could call an expert on at least a location to get the cure to vampirism, as it may be. As you
I see
guys
that's going well.
are talking, you're gonna hear loud pounding at the door below. As
Uh-oh.
Valentine jumps up excitedly and goes, "Oh, that must be them! That must be them!" And with that,
Seladrin's gonna roll his eyes.
with that, you hear the front door open as a huge voice bursts through the door, absolutely encompassing everything around. And he goes, "Right then, let's go downstairs and greet our guests, shall we?" And as you guys make your way downstairs, you're greeted at the very front of the building to see, I'm gonna move you guys all down there. There we go.
Hog.
You guys all see Junebug and Yule as they're talking to Pog. And he goes, "Ah ha ha! Right then, my boy, can you get me a new ale to fill up?" I mean...
Hello there.
Yes, sir, I can get you an ale. This is only 9 in the morning, but, you know, when in Rome. And anything for you, Miss Yule?
Ale tinged with blood, please.
Okay. And Pog
I know
will...
what kind of person Valentine is. Do not act as though you don't have that.
just once again, it's 9 in the morning, people. I would expect a little bit more, but I'm not gonna say much, because it little... And Pog
You are
is gonna, like,
talking
look...
to a blood-drinking person and a pirate.
Oh, blood-drinking you know, I'm not sure if Master Valentine has told you, but we actually have a blood-drinking person upstairs as well.
Interesting. I doubt that we are the same procession, so...
Oh, well, I guess we'll see. And with that, Pog will go into the back and begin fixing his drinks. As you guys make your way down into the lobby and the front of the house. Right then, is this the boy? Valentine turns the corner and looks at Junebug. "Oh yes, you know me, Junebug. Just having the finest of people around. And, I'm sure that you know these two lucky lads already, right?" Then he points to Atramar and Seladrin. "Oh, yes! Atramar, my boy!" And he's gonna go over, give him a huge hug, and pat him on the back. And go, "You're looking better than ever."
Hello, Aasimar. Seladrin. And then she's gonna kind of just stop in the middle of her sentence.
I'm just staring at her.
Oh! Seladrin, you're looking a little, how I might say, green in the gill, get it? You're looking a little fucked up, might I say.
Yeah, to put it lightly.
I mean, I'll put anything lightly if you give me enough coin, am I right? Am I right? Anyways, I think,
Stare at him.
I think,
I continue to stare with my doll-like eyes.
I think Valentine here called mainly for Yule, so, I'll have you two be as I check out your guys' pantry for the booze. And as he does, he begins to make his way back into the doors as he goes and swings doors and goes, "Hello!" as he turns the corner loudly to whoever is there.
Fucking love Junebug.
Then
So-
Valentine's gonna look like he almost got whiplash from that whole conversation. He goes, alright.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, you got your magic crystal out. It's getting another call from a nearby kingdom. You'll
That's a
ever
weird
staying
language.
busy. Right, and you'll allow me to introduce you as well to Isuu and Stella. I don't believe you've met just yet. These are your new the new companions to your old companions.
Oh, I see that you've already replaced me, and then she'll just point at Stella.
Yep.
Is she the one that turned you off?
No.
Look at him, he's... You think I don't know what's going on?
Yeah, one of you now.
Well, yes. that's-
9.
Valentine looks at Seladrin. She's a little touchy on the vampire stuff. I don't think she's one, but you know, just maybe Maybe keep it easy,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah, she probably couldn't handle it.
Oh my god, why, bro? And then, Valentine will go, yeah, we actually, I know I spoke about you and, asked if you could come kind of as an expert, because you had spoken to me about you, attending the Bloodcroft's Academy of the Unknown Abyss, correct?
Yeah, I
Oh.
attended for a few years.
Fantastic, fantastic. I've been doing some research of my own, just a little light stuff every now and then, every night to just read a little bit.
Are you
And
sure it was research or were you face first in a man's crotch?
a little bit of both, if I'm being quite honest, Stella. But we get our things done. We get our pleasure going. I get you blood. I get a little men crotch. We have a nice time.
Yes. I know
And
this.
word around the crotch is that they might actually have a cure for vampirism at the school. Do you happen to know anything about that? Could that be true?
It's possible. The only person that I think would know more about that than a person at the school would be, or academy, my apologies, would be a better
Same
person to
thing.
ask. Shut the fuck up. You haven't gone to one, have you? Hillbilly boy. You grew up in the forest.
Ooh! Valentine waves off his hand from the heat coming out of here.
I turn away from her. I have nothing to say. You got my ass. God damn it.
Like the
Drag.
friend you got there, Atramar.
She's kind of mean.
No, you're quick with it. I love it.
Kind of is an understatement.
Bottling that up, haven't you, Yule?
You think that possibly a teacher there could know something about this?
Yeah, my teacher was Professor Cromwell. She actually is quite gifted with blood magic, and she's even communed with Techno himself.
She spoke
If
of the
there's
blood god.
anyone that, yeah, if there's anyone that could fix this issue or tell us of a way to fix this issue, I think it would be them.
Interesting.
You think or you know?
I'm fairly certain I'm high school educated and,
That's it.
college educated.
Oh,
She actually knows how to
yes,
write
that's
her
way better.
name. Do you even know what words are?
Fuck you, Valentine.
Fine, fuck me. Alright, speaking of, Yule, do you happen to know how to get there? I mean, I could have Ernesto prepare the carriage.
Yeah, it is a interesting trip.
Oh, well,
I could
interesting
guide
is my
you.
middle name. Oh, that would be fantastic.
I suppose there are special rituals that must be done to enter the. Oh God, why am I going French? There are special rituals that must be done to enter the academy. If you go there alone and try to enter, you would probably die if not told.
Yeah, he's gonna open his mouth a little bit out of shock. And what might these, he pulls out his collar, rituals entail, if I might ask?
Well, once you get to a bridge leading to the academy, it will appear as though there is no way across. You will simply see a chasm. Yeah? This is no illusion. If you jump down before, say, standing atop the bridge, ingesting blood, typically drawn from yourself, and then say something along the lines of, I came from nothing, I return to nothing, and then plunge off the bridge head first, you will be shifted through the planes of reality and time. You will be sent to the school. However, I must warn you, if any of you wish to do ill to this school, you will simply die attempting to cross.
Valentine looks at the group and sees if there's any change in expression around.
I'm just
Stella will stay.
stone cold.
Atramar and Isuu, how are you guys feeling about this right now?
Sounds very edgy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Of course. What do you expect from
Yeah, I think
something
she's-
called bloodcloth?
Yeah, I think she
Fair
said you have to
point.
jump off the edge. I know what you mean. Quite edgy.
Yeah.
Do you,
Anyways.
Atramar?
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't know. It does sound kind of risky. Why don't you guys go along here, and I'll, make sure that we can entertain our guest as well, in the meantime.
Good
Ah, of
excuse,
course.
Valentine.
Simply
Oh,
like
thank
you.
you!
It wasn't.
With that, he's gonna slowly, like, snap his fingers as he, like, backs up into the door, and you just hear Junebug being like, and another keg!
Sometimes I wish. Oh, wait a minute! Motherfucker, get back here!
I'm more of a dad fucker, but go on.
I would like to punch you in the gut.
What? No, I believe I told you I'd pay you for this service. Why would you like
Fucking-
to punch me?
Whether it was you or not, I have watched you laugh and jeer at my pain. I would like to laugh and jeer at your pain.
Want to laugh and jeer at my plane? How about you hear about my ex-wife? Am I right? He's gonna look at Stella and Seladrin.
Nothing.
Stella's
You
just
got-
gonna.
You
Stella's
guys
just
both
gonna
have
stare
stone
smiling.
faces.
I look pissed, if anything.
Stella, not like a nice smile. It's like a concerning looking smile from Stella.
Yule's gonna go ahead and crack her knuckles. I would like this simple thing.
And if I
It,
do this, I don't have to pay you? Hey, he gives you a sheepish smile.
Yule's gonna think about it for a moment, and I'll have the price.
Half the Well, you know what my father always said, never back down from a good deal. Right then? Right between the two big ones. And then he puts his hands on his hips as he kind of leans his chest forward, allowing Yule to hit.
Yule's gonna reel back her hand as hard as she can and fucking punch him in the gut.
Yep.
As she's doing this, Yule uses her blood magic to use extra force, and it sends him flying back over as he, like, topples over and he's ass up, face down, as Pog walks back with a margarita that looks like it's filled with blood. Right then, Yule, I think, monster! Are you okay?
Sorry, he's a little drunk. Anyways,
Oh my
he's gonna
god!
take the margarita and sip it.
Holy
Is
shit!
everyone
Valentine, it's 9 in the morning. You should not be drinking this much.
Is everyone ready?
I just kind of give a like a thumbs up and a little bit of an eye squint as I start walking towards the door.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Would you all know if we should give him an umbrella before we leave?
So funny you said that. As he just walks out, that's it. The campaign over. As you guys are beginning to walk out, Valentine collects himself, runs over to the door, and blocks it with his body as he's, like, winded, and you can see that, like, his, neatly done vest and jacket are absolutely fucked up, and there's a giant bruise in his chest, and he's Wait! We got this made especially for you, Seladrin! And he hands you a little cloak that, matches the green of Seladrin's, aesthetic, and goes, you can go out in daylight with this and not burn up.
What kind of pussy do you think I am?
That one was a lot harder than I thought. That's gotta be at least 75% off, Yule. That was bullshit.
I could decrease it to 25%.
Oh no, I hate this place. Alright, alright, I'll have you guys go, and I'll try and find my organs. Please don't be a pussy, Seladrin. I don't want you dying.
Please be a pussy.
No, I said don't be a pussy. Don't.
I'll kind of just like grudgingly put on the cloak.
When mom tells you to
Stella
wear a
will
jacket.
clap happily. Have you matched? We
I
matched.
glare at her.
You guys also see on Stella that she's wearing a familiar red cloak that was adorned by Gallard and the tiefling man Klaus that you guys had met last session. And with that, you guys begin to make your way to the bridge. It's about it's about an hour's journey. And as you get there, you see that it's just outside of town, and seems to. There we go. And seems to be quite full of life. This is just outside the town of Heartspell, which is where Valentine Manor is at. And across the bridge, you can see that there's about a 30-foot drop into the water below, and that the stream is going about 10 miles per hour or so. It's a steady stream. And there are some buildings further along the road, and some buildings back along the road as you guys make your way over.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna like shoulder bump Atramar as I'm walking beside him.
What's that for?
I'm just gonna keep walking.
No. What was that?
Was what?
That little bump.
Maybe if you weren't in my way, I wouldn't have hit you.
All right, buddy, watch it. I'll let it
Tell
slide
yourself
this time.
It's time. I'm gonna keep walking. God, I feel so bad.
Back
Roll
of the
for
bone.
guilt.
But
One.
you have disadvantage.
Fuck. I just rolled a 0 somehow.
Oh god, what the fuck? Howdy!
I'm gonna twist my head back and be like, can you two hurry the fuck up?
Yeah, where exactly are we going anyway?
Yul said that you have to go to any bridge and then commit the ritual there.
I
yeah,
thought
I
it was
knew
a
that.
specific bridge. Okay.
The entrance is everywhere and nowhere.
Okay, so we say the thing and we jump?
From what she said, you had to ingest blood, typically your own, say the ritual incantation, and then jump headfirst.
Okay. I guess I'll go first. I'll take my knife and I'll cut my hand, slit my hand a little bit. Kind of look at it in disgust and then drink the blood, say the cantation, and then I'll cannonball in and then rotate head first.
Fucking sick. From that, you see that Isuu goes to the water and disappears completely. Isuu also takes 2 points of damage from cutting his hand.
Okay, I was confused. I was like, for cannonballing? I was so confused.
No,
You
you
pulled a
totally
hamstring.
drowned. Yeah. You just drowned straight up. I know you're a frog and amphibious, but
Oh, question. Did we regain health from resting?
yeah, you guys regained health, and each of you also got 2 regular health potions from Kaida, who is the chef in Valentine Manor.
Oh.
He
Probably
whipped
not
them
me
up.
though, right?
You got special vampire food, which is just raw meat as
Nice.
you look at it.
Sweet. I'm gonna look at Ashmar and ask him what the fuck the vampire bitch said earlier.
Yeah, we gotta cut our hand, just some blood. Say a little ritual word. Off we go.
And you just
Remember-
trust her.
Not really.
Yeah, me neither. And then right after I say that, I'm gonna pop one of my new fangs out of my mouth and just rip open my left hand
Oh my god!
real quick, and then and do a slow lick on the hand.
While making eye contact with Atramar.
Yeah, yeah, eye contact. And you can see the hold on, let me put the big picture in the chat so you can see how fucked up the pupils look. There you go. That's the face that's looking at you. I'm gonna say that shit and then kind of just like backwards fall into the water with my head first.
Seladrin stands atop of the bridge, and as he does, he falls backwards as he lets gravity take over, and before he can hit the ground, he transports somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, here goes nothing. Atramar's gonna take his sword and cut his wrist, take a little sip, say what he's got to say, and just
Sorry.
Very good.
hop in.
Atramar, Seladrin,
What's
and
going on?
Isuu all jump off the bridge after they ingest their blood, saying the incantation, and get transported to somewhere else. Now standing on the bridge alone are Stella and Yule.
Stella's gonna go ahead and stare at Yule for a while. Uh, I don't. Yeah, yes. Very well. You're too much of a coward to do it yourself. She's gonna try and draw blood from Stella, but
She
fail.
draws her.
Sorry.
Yule politely grabs Stella's hand and grabs just the finger to get some blood out. And as she pokes it, she's met with wood as it just splinters, as opposed to begins going into flesh or bleeding.
Noted and interesting. Yule's gonna take her own blood out with two different syringes and hand one to Stella. And then they're gonna both. Stella's gonna go ahead and ingest the blood and say, I came from nothing, I returned to nothing. And then plunge headfirst off the bridge.
Nice.
And then Yule will follow.
Lovely. So
Presumably. No.
everyone but Stella and Yule will take 2 points of damage from cutting open their hands. And as
Pog.
each of you plunge headfirst into the water below, you end up somewhere else. As you open your eyes, you see yourself in a plane of nothingness surrounded by stars and the cosmos as you stumble onto a wooden dock that is attached to the only piece of earth that you can see. Before you stands a school almost as old as time, with unique and magical fauna growing on the sides as the ever tall and always aging white stone walls of Bloodcroft's Academy welcomes you into its realm. Ornately made windows lined with runes all over the building, and you now see above the main door that there are 5 different locks imprinted onto encrusted bricks straight above the handle. I'll leave you guys to investigate it a little bit more. And let me drop Yule as well right here.
Woohoo. Yule's gonna go aside to Seladrin real quick. Could I get a sample of your blood by the way?
Fuck off. And I'm gonna
No,
walk
no, no,
away.
you don't understand. There's never been a vampire of your species that I have been able to get a sample from.
Well, you're gonna have to try with someone else. I'm gonna walk off.
Huntley
Who
Plains.
is this guy?
We should have just left this guy dead, bro.
Hey, I'm kind of digging the whole vampire thing. This is cool.
Oh my god.
Zeal arc introduced.
Huntley Bumpkin.
Fuck'd you just say?
Huntley Bumpkin. What? Could you not hear it that time?
Hey,
Huh?
when you three are done making out, can you get over here so we could get rid of his vampirism?
Honestly, I'm not thinking that I want to. The suffering will be fun to watch.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
That's who he's become.
Isuu, as you walk
To
towards
think
the
that I
door,
slept with you. No, not that way, not that way, not
as
that
you
way, not
walk
that way.
towards the door, Isuu, you see above the handle that there are 5 different buttons almost, that have different languages on each of them. The only one that everyone can make out immediately is in common language, and it's the very first one at the top, and it says Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
The one underneath is in Elvish, the one under that, Fiendish, the one under that, Dwarvish, and the one under that seems to be some tactile language, like Braille.
I speak Elvish.
You wanna...
I'm so tempted to just run up like a child and start pressing all the buttons.
What the?
Dude goes in an elevator
What were
once.
what were the languages? One more time. I'm sorry.
Elvish, Fiendish, or Infernal, Dwarvish, and then Braille.
Hmm. Let me see.
Wait, would I still speak Elvish, Gene?
So I don't know, I don't remember which languages each of you speak because they're like on your actual I think not even on
On
the
the details.
Eh,
Really?
Oh, there you go, there it is. Sorry, I just checked it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, details.
Yeah, so the Elvish, the second one, says keep out. From what you can see. I'll check you guys' languages right now and see if you can read any other.
I only
But
speak
you'll-
common.
Could you all read out the infernal or the
You'll-
fucking whatever the fuck it was?
You'll actually knows how to get in.
Oh.
Yeah, I was about to say you should
I
have
don't
no
want to read it
problem.
out to them.
You're able.
Fuck.
Alright, roll the fuck. You can read the Fiendish/Infernal, and you see that that one says home.
Ah. Returning. That is home, by the way. Huh? Have you ever seen that word spelled out? Yeah.
No, I haven't, but I'm not surprised you speak that weird fucking language.
It's literally what I was born as.
That
Can you
sucks.
translate any of the other ones?
I'm gonna point at one and say that one
I
says
mean-
Elvish. He probably doesn't know that though.
I know Elvish.
Bullshit.
You will fucking read it out to him.
She reads that shit like a motherfucker. She goes, if it's the one that says keep out, dickhead.
Right. I'm just gonna kind of turn away again.
So, would you like to crack the take a crack at the puzzle, or shall we just go in?
Atramar, you got this. Come on.
And
What's
Seladrin
going on?
kind of like pushes
Little bit-
Atramar forward.
Little bit too hard as well.
Yeah. He stumbles forward and closer to the door. You guys are currently trying to figure out what each of these runes mean.
So I'm pretty sure I'd only know common and maybe orc, but I think if I know any of these.
Hmm.
Let me just hit it.
You want?
That's normally my go-to.
Yeah, we know. Seladrin with his arms crossed.
Can I drop kick Seladrin?
We'll do
Sure.
PvP after the session.
Hey, I'm down for whatever. If
Battle
y'all wanna beat my
Royale.
ass, if y'all want to beat my ass, go ahead.
Atramar, he begins to reach for his sword as he begins to genuinely think about hitting the door.
That may not be a good idea.
Let's try and figure out if there's some sort of code. Clearly the buttons do something.
You think?
Could I
Just
try and
looking-
could I try and inspect the braille and see if I have like some at least a vague idea of what it's supposed to say?
Do an intelligence check for me.
How would I do that? Where would it be?
I
Just the
think-
D20 plus your modifier.
Yeah, up above like your HP and whatnot.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, I see it. Rough. I got a 6.
Yeah, I don't think I'd do any better. You want me to?
Never gets us there sooner, so go right ahead.
Ooh, what'd you have?
I had a 6.
Right there with you, boss.
Love our strength-based characters.
Shall I? Neil's gonna sort of hold her head. Shall I just tell you?
Yeah, you knew this whole time.
I went to this is my home for a few years.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
You could have
yeah,
just
yeah.
done it. You guys just done it to begin with.
Neil's gonna point to the common, fiendish, and dwarvish, and then press them after doing so. Or sorry, select them after doing so.
In
As
what order?
Common, fiendish, then Elvis.
Okay.
Sorry, dwarvish. My bad.
Elvis.
You press Elvis.
Elvis.
Hunka hunka. You'll put your hands up, and as she presses down on each of the runes, they stay pressed down until the final one is pressed inwards, and then the doors open up, allowing you inside of the academy.
Fair warning, those other ones would have hurt you. Very bad. Do not touch them.
Good
How
to
bad
know.
we talking?
Atramar just
How
pulls out
bad
his
we
hand.
talking, Gene?
You've seen people get literally obliterated from this. By obliterate, I mean, like, once they're there, the second, they're dust.
One time, when I was watching someone try to figure this out, I watched them disappear before my eyes.
Where'd they go?
I'm not sure, but there was a dust pile on the floor once they started.
Hmm.
Yeah. Careful around the school. And Yule's gonna go ahead and step on and say,
Lovely. And you guys follow her?
Yep.
Mhm.
As each of you step inside the academy, the air becomes thick with the scent of burning incense. The halls are dimly lit, with flickering candles casting eerie shadows on the walls. Strange symbols are etched onto the stone walls. On the floors have marks of failed magic experiments. You enter to see dozens of students of all races wearing a familiar red cloak as they move throughout the hallways and into a few distinct rooms. As the halls clear up, you can see 4 different classrooms that have the professors' names above the door and a grand room at the end of the hallway. Each room has above it, I'll say the name of the teachers for you guys real quick. It'll say Professor Darkheart, Professor Serena, Professor Balthazar, and Professor Cromwell.
It's a mouthful. How do you say that last one?
Cromwell.
Okay.
So, pop quiz. Does anyone remember who my teacher was?
Cromwell.
Correct. You will clap. That is the person that could help us.
So let's go find this Balthasar guy. He might know something about.
Mansplaining at its best. And they say that you can't have a true experience at a tabletop.
Yule's gonna go ahead and point over to Professor Cromwell's room. So, who would like to see her?
Sure.
Yeah. Where are you going? Further down the hallway?
You think I went to vampire school, Yule?
You will point at her other hand that is pointing towards the door.
As you step inside of the classroom, a chill runs down your spine. The aura of demented power emanating from the room is palpable. Dark, ancient symbols inscribed in blood red adorn the walls. The air is thick and heavy, almost suffocating with the scent of iron, as you see students standing near bowls of blood as they attempt to control it at varying degrees of success. A golden-haired kitsune patrols the students with her hands behind her back as she checks their work. And
Yes, Seladrin?
Question, would Seladrin, like, would he be repulsed or, like, brought in by the smell that's going on?
you and Yul love the smell of this classroom.
Okay, alright, so I walk in there and I'm just taking in all the air, like,
Almost like a
notably.
guy with a pie on the windowsill.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm walking
Ugh.
in there like I'm having a good time.
Yule's gonna hold her hands behind her back and go, ah, failed childhood.
I'm sorry?
Failed childhood.
And
Not
Whatever.
surprised, Yule.
Oh, right, you weren't there. You don't know. Don't worry, it's nothing to talk about. She'll sort of get a little upset now thinking about it.
As you guys enter the classroom, the teacher was standing over a student, observing intently as they tried to move the blood from the bowl, but couldn't get it to do anything more than just wobble it. And as they do, she begins to draw her attention towards the door and towards the only people standing in the class, and begins to look at each of you in question and goes, Where are all you from? I don't believe... Wait a second. Is that Yule? And she walks around to Isuu and walks straight to Yule. Yule! And grabs both of her hands. I haven't seen you in so long. Yule, how are you doing, sweetheart?
Guten Tag, Frau Cromwell. I'm doing well.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Yule. What brings you aboard?
A friend of mine. It's kind of an asshole now, and I don't want to help him, but shut up! We slept in the same... I slept with you!
One time!
Oh, Yule, you know, I knew that you slept with some people before here, and that they had gave you some problems, but I thought that we were long past that.
Not
Yule,
that
could we
way.
cut to the chase here?
Not that way. Anyways, mein Freund is... she'll sort of whisper to Professor Cromwell. Fuck. He's suffering from vampirism. And
Oh,
shockingly enough, he's not one of the people that wishes to partake in that path. At least I don't think so.
oh, and you came here for a cure, then, I take it?
We were hoping for one, yes.
Oh. She looks at you kind of sad and a little disappointingly, not disappointing at you, but disappointed by the information that she's about to give as she begins to speak and goes, Well, you did come to the correct place. We do have the only account of curing vampirism ever recorded. As well as the teacher who did it, actually. And with that, the group kind of looks a little bit more tension as she begins to speak. I might have to show you to Professor Darkheart's classroom, but I might. How do I put this politely? Well, Professor Darkheart has used magic for a couple 100 years now, and you know the rules of magic. To take, you must give. And, oh, if he hasn't given a lot, not all of him is still there. So, try and just be as patient with him as you can be, if that is okay.
Of course, Frau Cromwell.
Oh, okay. Yule, why don't you watch over my classroom, and I'll bring your friends to Professor Darkheart. If anyone needs help, you know a rule, fuck 'em. And with that, Professor Cromwell begins to walk out the door, leading the rest of the party. Do you guys want to do anything else in here before?
Nope.
Hey, teacher, do you have a drink for me by chance?
Oh. And she looks at you, and goes...
It smells great in here.
Oh, I did just get a new perfume. You must
No,
be
I'm not talking about you.
the undead fellow, right?
I mean, if that's the label that we have to pick, I guess, yeah.
Well, you are undead and are a fellow.
Yeah, not to you, though.
Oh.
Ugh.
And with that, she goes, yes, a drink. And she brings her hand over and just, with 2 fingers, flicks them from over her shoulder to straight to Seladrin. And you see a bowl of blood that's on the table go into a stream straight into Seladrin's mouth as it just gargles down his throat by force for a second and leaves it like in his beard as he like just is barely able to get all of it down.
Teacher, no, not the torta blood.
Tastes are great, actually.
That was funny as fuck.
You'll
Stella gets a hero point for that. You get an extra hero point for that. That's funny as fuck.
Are there any students fucking up right now, by the way? That you'll
Yeah,
Uh,
you're at,
Can Atramar attempt to do whatever the students are doing?
yeah, for sure. Roll an Arcana check for me, Atramar.
Okay.
I
I'm trying
believe
to
in
lick
your
all the blood out of my beard while he's doing that.
It's a 2. It's a 2.
Oh, Atramar goes over, and you just see, like, a nerdy elf there, like, making, like, a star out of it, like a flail, like, all these intricate shapes with blood, as you see that this guy has a full mastery over it, basically, and you just slide him over on the bench as you plop yourself down, and you crack your hands, rub them together, and go, alright. And then, as you're doing that, you force so hard that you just let out a little and everyone at the table just looks at you. And even the elf that just got moved over by this huge jock is kind of like, what the fuck? Like, and then looks over to, like, Professor Cromwell as if, like, that's supposed to be cool.
You're gonna give him a flick on the back of the head, not realizing he's not a student. Dumbass. Work harder. Maybe then your parents would have stayed.
Damn.
Cromwell just walks over.
Oh, wait, fuck
Look at
Atramar, I'm so sorry.
that. She's right.
Redemption. 18.
Oh, wish you'll look. And as Yule is walking away, you see Atramar put his 2 fingers to the sides of his head on his temples as the blood is staying perfectly still, and then as he's focusing, it looks like something drops inside of it as it lightly moves. Oh, well done there. Well done.
Yule's gonna stare at Atramar, clapping her hands. Her mask, like the goggles that she looks through, kind of, will start to fog up before she
And-
raises it. Just, like, happy as fuck.
Yes, I did it. I guess I don't know what I did, but I did it. All right, I'm satisfied.
And would anyone else like to try it before we leave? And looks at Stella and Isuu.
Nope, I'm good.
Stella shrugs and nods.
sure.
Can I attempt to
And-
high five the teacher?
She like lets out like a big grin and like high fives her. You can tell that she's deeply beloved by her students for being one of the nicer ones.
Yes. Respect.
Cromwell goes over to Stella and goes, "Right then, dear, you got this. Use your concentration." And can Stella do a Arcana roll, a Arcana check with advantage for me?
Okay. That is a 25.
Oh.
And that's a 25 and a 24.
Beautiful. Stella sits down gently next to the nerd and begins to slowly just rotate her finger around in the air. And as it does, the blood begins to trail upwards in a spiral as it begins to make a dual hexagon figure, whatever I'm trying to say, like DNA. And as she does, she
Helix.
brings her hand up and then just lets it pull down as Professor Cromwell begins to like clap very quickly and goes, "Very well done, very well done."
You all having seen that she has no blood will be looking very concerned at her. Congratulations. Well, she'll go back to watching the other people in the class.
Lovely. And with that, Professor Cromwell puts her hands behind her back and begins to lead the class outside. And she brings you over outside to a door and opens it up as she lets you guys walk in. As you do, you can feel the oppressive weight of the classroom bearing down on you. As you look around, you can sense the spirits of dark beings and entities lurking in the shadows. You see shelves on the wall filled with a plethora of assorted oddities, ranging from small straw dolls to books that have been animated and made to live with the souls of the damned. Students are seen listening to a student as the teacher, while a tall, dark elf with unkept white hair stands almost absent-mindedly at the board, while the young student begins to read aloud and points to it. And you can see on there it says, "Rules for summoning spirits. Do not leave your construct alone. Do not embed something you cannot destroy. And do not practice alone." As you guys enter, let me get rid of Yule, sorry. As you guys enter, you see the dark elf focus his attention almost immediately on you guys, and begins to walk over to you, as the student continues to teach the other students. "Oh, what's going on? Hey, are you here guys to fix the leak?"
Do we look like plumbers to you?
Yes. The leak's gonna be in the back over there. It's been going
Wow.
on for a couple weeks now. I've not been enjoying it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, point it out real quick. I'll go take
Yeah.
a look.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad one of you knows how to work, Professor Darkheart says, as he begins to, like, walk past students as they are seen trying to embed these plants and vegetables with spirits. Right, it's all the way over here, and leads to a
Whoa.
part of the green room where there's a little leak in the corner, pooling right over here-ish. Yeah, I haven't been able to get to it. Yeah, can you guys get that for me?
I'll
We're
take a
not-
look at it.
Stella's
Should be able to get it.
Stella's gonna go ahead and fucking cast Helpful Step. for someone.
With
How
that,
high is it actually? Sorry.
what'd you say?
How high was it actually? Sorry.
It's like a standard roof, or it's a little bit bigger, so only like 15 to 20 feet up.
Okay, yeah, Stella's gonna
So,
just
yeah, magic, dark aura begins to emanate as a staircase builds itself out of darkness, and Atramar begins to walk up it. And Atramar, can you roll a crafting check for me?
Oh boy.
So is Yule in the room?
This
Yule is
six.
not in the room.
Okay.
Yule's taking care of the other students.
Don't have a great crafting stat.
I thought Cromwell was gonna be here. Got slightly confused.
Cromwell was standing outside the door and just let you guys in as she kind of so Atramar got a 6 on fixing it. You look at the leak, and as you do, you try and like press it, and then a bigger part of the ceiling just falls down. And a little bit more water begins trickling in. And Darkheart goes, right, you gotta give a little to get some, right? Rules of magic.
Yeah.
I
You're
get
you're,
it.
you're,
Yeah,
you're right.
I
You're
get
right.
it.
You're right. That was inevitable. It's
A
gonna
true
happen anyway.
professional.
All that
Ugh.
water was coming down here anyway.
Let me try.
Oh,
Let me try. Let me try.
Okay. You got it, young man. Wow, so many nice plumbers.
If that's what you want to call us.
And can you
Just trying to
roll
be
a
out.
crafting for me?
24.
You see Isuu, pull out something from his jacket, an alchemic formula, as he begins to mend the roof. And, the hole just completely disappears, and the leak is no more to be seen, as, Professor Darkheart goes, great, thank you. It only took like a month or so of doing, and asking repeatedly of upper management.
Alright. Now that we've helped you, you could help us.
Oh, what can I help you with, young man?
Our friend over here has a little problem, and we've told that you could assist us in fixing said problem.
Oh, I'm not the school nurse, if that's what this is about.
No,
Um,
no. I'm gonna gesture my hand over to Seladrin, and then walk over, and then
Oh,
point to his neck, and show the marks from the vampirism.
oh my. And he begins to inspect very closely, like he has zero regard for personal space, and he's all over Seladrin inspecting his
I'm
neck.
just standing there fucking pissed off.
And goes, yes, I do believe I can help with this, and reaches into his pocket and pulls out a breath mint. There you go, sport. Anytime you need it, just come to
No,
Professor
no, 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 no,
Darkheart.
no, 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 no. We need to get rid of it. The vampirism, it needs to go away.
I'm gonna snatch the breath mint out of his hand anyway, and I need it.
He takes no offense to it. He doesn't even notice that happens. I think you typically bring a steak to their heart. Oh, wait. Wait, you said curative... I remember now. Curative vampirism. Yes, I think I wrote about this once. Yes, I did this. A couple 100 years ago, I believe.
Can you do it
You're
now?
fucking old, aren't you?
I wrote it down somewhere. Where'd I write that down? He begins to look around in the back where he has just like a desk of absolutely messy piles with books, notes scattered all throughout it. And he goes, I think I left that in the library. Do you mind watching my class as I run down there?
I mean, we're not really familiar with what you're teaching, but
Well, you guys are plumbers. You get the gist. You have to give a little, get a little. I mean, what else is there?
as long as you're able to find the cure, sure.
Yeah. Okay, I can do that. Yeah. Wait, what am I getting?
The cure for vampirism. We need the cure for vampirism.
You should talk to Darkheart about that, I think. He cured it a couple years ago, I believe. Renowned elf.
Define. Oh, okay. Before we do that, define a couple years ago.
Well, let's see. It's about, you see him concentrate really hard for a second as he accurately tells you some bit of information for the second time and goes, it's the 42nd year after Day of Black Sun, which means
gonna-
that...
I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna push Isuu to the side of it and grab this motherfucker's necklace. Be like, get to the fucking library and get the cure to this shit right now. Okay? Okay.
Easy.
I'm gonna peek under his shoulder and be like, you can tell he's getting a little impatient. And
Right, the cure
Stella,
to
for the first time
vampirism.
ever, is going to glare at Seladrin.
Why didn't
The
you
fuck
just
are you
say
looking
that?
at?
Alright, alright. I can do
with
that.
that.
Yeah, you can fucking try.
How do
No,
you
no,
feel
look-
about tentacles inside of you? Wait a minute!
Been there.
Darkheart, like, looks at you with wide eyes.
I'm gonna
Now
look
we're
back at
starting to
Darkheart.
talk. Alright, we'll finish that conversation when I come back from the library.
Yeah, and hurry
And
the
you
fuck
begin... he begins to walk away, and you just hear him mutter to himself, going to the library. What do I need at the library? Shit, I forgot what I need at the library.
Vampire shit!
Okay, need some vampire shit at the library. Gonna find a shit so that a vampire took at the library. And
Can
he
Stella
just walks
follow
off.
and try and help him?
Yeah, actually. I got this map specifically fucking ready for this. Let's go.
Hog?
As...
Okay. Vampire boy, it's your problem. You go.
Oh, I thought Stella was going.
I think he's the last person that should go.
Yeah. He stays here with me. If you want to go, you can.
If we go to the library, he's gonna get himself kicked out and also a couple people killed.
All right. Fair plan. I'll
I'm
go
just
as
gonna keep-
well
I'm
to the
gonna keep
library.
looking at Atramar.
Ah, yes, leave the two psychopaths. In the
I'm gonna go watch the class. I want to see what they're doing. I'm gonna go sit at the table and listen to the students giving the
Sure.
lecture.
You see... So, Darkheart brings Isuu and Stella out of the classroom. As they do, Atramar begins to listen to the student talk. The student seems to be a dragonborn of gold color and seems to be talking very knowledgeably about what he's talking about. And as he continues, he begins to show that the man root inside of a jar is infected, quote unquote, infected with a demon soul that they had trapped in there as the man root tries to burst out. And remember, class, like the sign says, don't imbue something that you cannot destroy. I cannot stress this enough. I know that, some of you freshies want to be doing some funny shit, but I cannot say don't do that enough. The teachers will not help if we decide to start fucking anything up, okay? Begins to look around, and then he points to Seladrin. You! What's the first rule of class again?
Do you think I listen to anything you have to say?
Alright, see, this guy's gonna get us fucking killed.
No. I'm with him. He's cool. We're cool.
Alright, then what's the first rule?
Don't imbue something that you can't destroy.
Oh, this guy actually fucking listens. And with that, he'll, like, go over to you guys and begin to show you, some more examples. And the other two begin to make their way down into the arcane library. You enter it and you see floors upon floors of old ancient books. And as you do, Darkheart begins to kind of stumble through, picking up and looking around for some stuff that he thought would be there, in a familiar setting that seems to be missing and displaced. I thought I was just working on my syllabus last week. How strange. I don't know. I think the book has to be around here somewhere. You, points to Stella. Can you do a locate spell for it? I think I taught that once. Can you do that for me?
I'm sorry, I do not know that.
What about you, lizard boy? Can you?
I'm not a lizard, but I don't know any spells either.
Well then, this is gonna be a long time, isn't it? And you see him go down, sit cross-legged, and begins to take out one book at a time, reading the cover and then putting it back.
God.
Unsure of what else to do, Stella's gonna help. They're just looking for different shit.
Stella, if you want, could you cast Detect Magic on, some of these, sections of books? And we can see if that can help locate any.
It's not, like, it's within 30 feet of me. Anything magic.
Swag! So that would be, okay.
So,
Maybe you can do,
fucking-
like, sorry, I don't know my, yeah, what if
I
you
believe
did,
it's... Is it 30-foot radius, though? Or is it 30-foot diameter?
Let me read
I
it
don't
right
know.
now. It says emanation. The fuck's an emanation?
Me when I
Boy, fi. The act
it's-
or instance of emanating. Fuck you, Google.
Google's being a smart ass today.
Yeah, who the fuck did Seladrin employ you? Who's your fucking boss?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Either way, fucking, what's the center of this room? Stella's gonna stand in the center. And fucking...
Nice. And as Stella
And,
does, she begins to hold her hands up around at all sides as she closes her eyes and begins to kind of wait and listen. Darkheart is gonna look at you like you're crazy, and then just kind of go back to going to books and checking them one at a time. As you do this, Stella's gonna feel a book all the way around here-ish at the second floor that begins to lightly vibrate with a certain tune that tells you that this could be what you're looking for.
Around where? Sorry, I was zoomed in.
Not worries, you see this in the...
There?
Yeah, perfect. Right over there.
Okay. Stella's gonna go ahead and walk up the stairs. And, go check out where the fuck that is.
Hey, I'm Stella. I'm from fucking Brooklyn.
What the fuck is up? Bacon, egg, and cheese. You go over there.
I'm trying, Mr. White.
That's gonna be our next campaign.
This is my own private domicile, and I will not be harassed.
Bitch. That's funny as fuck. Stella's about to get all the hero points tonight, bro. And Stella leans over, and you see that there's the book slightly vibrating, and you bring your hand up to it and pull it out. The book has dust absolutely covering it as you try to blow it off, but you don't have lungs, thus cannot. And you see that the pages are about as thick as your head. And you begin to flip through it. As you look over at the sides, you see that this is a book that Darkheart wrote at some point, but all it says is syllabus number 243. Hey, lizard! Come look, I found a funny comic on this one.
Not a lizard.
Yeah, well, you're still answering, aren't you?
Well, only because you
But,
said funny comic.
Yeah, look at this one. The cat doesn't like Mondays.
Whoa.
What about you, young lady? Did you find anything?
Yeah, did you find any funny comics?
I think I've found something.
Oh, great.
Stella's gonna Stare
As
at the
he's
book.
as he's looking away, I'm gonna grab the book with the funny comic and put it in my jacket.
Oh, hey! I liked that book.
What
Wait,
book?
shit. Yeah, what book? And then he just picks up another book after he, like, kind of recollects himself and begins to, like, read it and try and see if this is one of his. I wish I could find some of those old comics. Those used to really cheer me up.
Oh, where would they be?
I think the library. Here, stay here and I'll go there.
All right, sounds good.
Please don't leave, sir.
What?
This is the library, sir.
Oh. Right.
I would
So the
assume this is
comic
echoey
section.
as shit, and she'd be
Yeah.
able to hear them from up here.
Yeah. They're speaking clear as day, too. It's
Could Stella try to figure out what kind of magic is on it?
yeah, let me see.
Would that be Arcana or
Yeah,
Occultism?
it'll be Arcana as decipher writing
Okay,
and or identify magic, either one.
that's gonna be a 15.
You're looking at it and you see that as you're flipping through the pages that it counts on vampirism more often than not, and it's almost littered throughout the book through how much there is. And you see eventually at one of the final chapters that it says curing vampirism, the trials.
Stella's gonna go ahead and hold it open to that page and bring it down with her to show Isuu and the professor.
Oh, is this one of them cat
What?
comics? I love those ones. Let me see.
No, it's...
Oh.
Stella will show a little frustration for the first time in her life, holding her face for a bit. It's your vampirism cures, or at least the start.
Oh. Oh, yes! Yes, I need this. And then he takes the book from you. Thank you, young lady. I must take this to some students in my class now. You have been quite the help here. And then he pats you
Just,
on the head and begins to
just
walk
in
out the
case.
door. Go on.
Just in case. Would I have to make a perception check to see if I noticed what page it is on?
You...
I worry
As
this may
if this
become an
dude
issue.
fucking numbered it. You just know that it's one of the later chapters. If you want to use recall knowledge later, we are able to roll for it to see if you can find the exact page.
I just feel like this is going to be an issue later, so I just want to know that. Okay.
You got it.
Can I make a perception check to see if I could see any books
Ah!
of alchemy?
Any books of alchemy? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Roll perception for me, please.
26.
Like a motherfucker. You are looking over and you see that at the comic section, a little bit above to the top left, that there is a book on alchemy from a great sorcerer from hundreds of years ago.
Cool. Without even looking through the book, I'm just gonna pocket it and then continue walking with them.
As you guys are walking back to the classroom, you see students running out of Darkheart's classroom.
Oh no.
God.
As they begin to scream. They begin to say in hushed tones, "Everyone get out of the fucking school!" As they do, and they are saying, "Get out! Get out! Someone fucking, they enchanted something!" Ah! And
Oh
as
no.
they do, Stella and Isuu run into the classroom to see that it's an absolute chaos from what they left it. The only people left in there are Seladrin and Atramar.
Who else would it be?
Who else? One sec, sorry. Standing before you, you
What
see,
in God's name?
you see that there is 3 different monsters all around the classroom, dripping a mixture of oil and dark smoke that fades away almost immediately. You see that the one closest to the door looks like an angel, a cherub with massive wings that spread out, holding a gladius sword to the sky. You see a small doll in the back left corner that's laughing as it waves its head back and forth. And you see in the back right an absolutely massive serpent that begins to let out a screech as Seladrin, or as Isuu and Stella enter the classroom. You can also see that there are bottles on the ground of potions that fell out of book bags when the students were running out of the classroom.
We were gone for 5 minutes, and you create
Not me.
potions.
That was all him, bro.
On me.
me.
Look who's fucking talking. You're the
I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna start shoveling potions into my coat.
And I'm just gonna point at Stella and be like, "Is this your bullshit?"
They weren't here.
I'm gonna
It was
look up.
definitely
I'm gonna
you.
look up real quick. It looks like it, and continue just shoveling them into my jacket.
And can I have each of you roll for initiative, please?
Shit. All right.
Christ.
Just a D20, correct?
D20.
Damn.
17.
Let's go 20 to
18.
15. Anyone get 20 to 15?
18, actually.
18, Atramar. Would you
Wait,
get,
sorry.
Isuu?
I said 17. My mic unplugged.
No stress. And Stella and Seladrin, what'd you go?
That'd be a 13, lad.
He's a pirate now. And Stella.
My fucking mute. I was muted. 18.
Lovely. Alright, descending. We're gonna have, the serpent in the back go first. As it does, it begins to let out a belch of smoke and oil as it aims its mouth towards Seladrin and Atramar. It begins to spew what feels like acid as it hits the air that's so pure in this room. Can I have each of you do a reflex save for me?
Yes. Reflex.
22.
Also
31.
22.
not you, Isuu.
We're not
Oh,
in front.
We both
You
rolled
said
22.
I heard everyone.
Each of them, but yes.
You have a good point. All right, I
Understandable.
apologize. Have a nice day. Both of you are gonna get hit from this breath weapon and take a total of 34 points of damage.
Okay.
As
what
it
type
falls,
of-
as it hits your skin, it feels like tar as it begins to weigh you down. And as it does, it begins to move around towards the other 2 people that just came into the room. And that will end its turn. And I'm gonna have Atramar go first. Next. So, Atramar, you're up, boss man.
Okie dokie. We're going to step up to this guy with my Penrose in the 2-sword style.
Let's go! He's finally using it again. Yes, sir.
And then I got that little double slash thing. Yeah. Both strikes are used on the same attack penalty. So let's see. They'll both be. First one's a 17 or no 21 to hit.
And the
Come
next one.
on. It's 27 to hit.
Oh, the second one is gonna hit. And roll for damage.
That is a 10 for damage.
Lovely. you pull up both of your swords from behind your back as you rush over to the dragon and you begin to slice it. The first one makes contact with the body of the serpent. As it does, it lets out a roar. And the second one is going to phase through it as it begins to move it back. It uses the fog to hide itself. And with that, you have 1 or 2 more moves.
If the step counts as a move, then that's both my moves. Or all 3 of them.
Oh, very nice. And we'll make Stella go next.
Would Stella be able to use a Arcana check to see what kind of creatures these are?
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure, and I think this might work, but I wanna... Okay, that's a 26.
You see that these are creatures that were going to be embedded and supposed to be going into some of the other forms, like the doll or the mandrake root, that got released. And these are undead or abyssal monsters, as you're staring at the sludge just pouring and dripping off of each one of them.
Okay. So they are not constructs then.
No construct. Or,
Okay.
yeah, give them the construct.
Well, I was wondering because if they were constructs, I would have assumed I would have assumed that Dispel Magic could have deanimated them. Is the
Oh,
whole-
you can try that.
Very well. Stella's gonna go ahead and cast Dispel Magic on the big dragon.
Alright, and I'll have you, let me see.
Targets one spell effect or unattended magic item.
Okay, so we're gonna have you roll, your Arcana, and I'll judge that against his, Arcana.
Okay. That is a
So-
nat 20, 29.
Damn.
Motherfucker! Fuck! Stella, you bitch. You
I'll take a
raise your-
screenshot of the roll.
No, I believe you, but like, what the fuck? I was literally gonna say you have to get like a nat 20 to dispel this. You raise your hand up, and you see the oil from it begin to pool at the bottom more and more as the dragon begins to fall more and more into the ground before it begins to just fizzle and smoke as just a pile of bones remains. Meaning that the dragon is fucking dead without you even fucking hitting it.
And now Stella's gonna go ahead and fucking cast Inspire Courage.
Inspire courage? You're about to inspire a fucking noose in my room in a minute.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'll give them hard enemies. This'll be good.
He did a lot of damage.
I'll give you a lot of
They
damage.
did
Fuck
do a
you.
lot.
Thank you
I
for
mean-
cheering me up, Atramar. Atramar gets a hero point for that. And you still have one. Oh, you did encourage or
Inspire Courage.
Does
Which
that go
gives
for everyone?
everyone within 60 feet of me that is presumably like on my
Your
team.
ally?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna say, even though Seladrin is on your team, you feel a distance between you and him. So, you see that your other friends, ready themselves up a little bit more as they feel their spirits livened. But Seladrin stays the cold, cool self that you've seen him now, as it goes to Isu's turn.
Okay. So
And last we left off, Isuu picked up this one potion on the ground. It's not labeled or anything, and you don't know what it does.
okay. Before I do anything, quick question. Would I have to go? So this part right here, can I go through it, or would I have to go around it?
You can go through it. That's like I won't do like an athletics check or it's like a little guard rail, but it might be a little bit difficult, but it's like a hop. I'll say you can get that for sure. You can go over there without needing anything crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna spend my first action to cross through here. And can I use my second action to inspect the potion, like give it a like a little waft or something like that?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Oh boy. 14?
You waft up this potion as the pink liquid inside of it glitters, and you get a scent of vanilla extract, and then it turns to an horrible burning smell at the end of it. You're not
Ugh.
able to discern what this does.
Okay, I'm gonna pocket that back. And let's see. Let me make sure I haven't. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this freaky looking thing.
Fuck that thing.
Yeah, I was about to say this is the first thing I want to get rid of.
Seladrin snaps out of it for a moment and says, "Fuck that, dude."
Fuck
This
that
thing, I know I saw death, but that's fucking horrifying.
Yeah, that thing's creeping me out. I'm gonna go right for the
The
head.
head's bobbing back and forth too. Fuck that, bro.
Yeah, I didn't even get to say
Yeah.
the creepy part of it yet, bro.
Oh boy.
Oh,
You don't need to. I'm going for it.
Roll to hit.
Thank God, 30.
Just made it.
No, because I was about to get a 1. I saw it.
Oh.
All right. 2 damage.
Lovely. You're using your crossbow?
Yeah, I'm using my short bow.
Isuu pulls out the bow and he shoots at the doll, and as it does, it sticks inside of it and it begins to look down at it and continues smiling as it lets out a little giggle as the oil and smoke on it grows onto the arrow and just disintegrates it as
Oh,
it still
hell
takes the
no.
damage and just begins laughing, goes, "Let's play more!"
Hell. Right. I think you could deal with the vampirism. Let's just pack it up. Y'all ready to head out or what?
I'm just gonna stare at you, Sue.
And those were all my actions, so I end my turn.
And with that, it's gonna be the doll's turn. The doll is gonna begin to sing a song in a language that completely confuses each of you. And I'm gonna need a 30-foot radius.
Isuu, did you roll 1 damage or did you roll 2?
2.
That's 3 damage, baby. Let's go.
Let's go! 3 damage on this bitch. And can I have Isuu, Seladrin, and Atramar make a will save for me?
Alright.
A will save, you
Is it a
said?
fear effect?
It's a 18.
Yeah, is it a fear
Let's
effect?
go. 29.
Got a 23.
It's a mental. It doesn't say fear. It says emotion. But I think, from what we said last time, Atramar, is it just fear?
Yeah, it's a will save against a fear effect.
Okay, this is for confusing the enemy. So
Oh,
yeah. So what did each of you get?
18.
23.
And Isuu.
It's got like a 20.
29.
29. As it begins to sing a song in a language that none of you can fucking figure out, Seladrin is the only one that begins to cover his ears as he begins to look a little bit dumbfounded by it. For the next turns, you're going to be flat-footed. And
Flat-footed?
That means
Oh,
you have
great.
-2 to your AC.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can add the condition right on Pathbuilder2e.com.
Let's
In the
go!
description.
In the description, let's go. Follow, like and subscribe.
What are we doing?
And you're
What are we
and
We have
doing?
sponsors now.
we have yeah, you didn't hear?
Since
And
no.
Seladrin, you're also confused for 1 round. With
Confused,
that-
got it.
With that, the brownie is gonna, that's what it's called legally. Not like, the brownie begins to jump at Seladrin as it tries to begin tearing at its chest. And with that, it'll be +9 to my roll. A 25. And then damage. Let me get my d6.
I'm so scared right now.
It jumps at Seladrin, and as it does, it begins to just tear at his chest and his clothes as it claws through, going all the way through the cloak that Valentine gave you and giving you 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And with that, it's now the angel's turn. Oh, I just dropped my fucking dice, sorry. I'm gonna need everyone in the room to do a will save. I need a
Oh, boy.
19 or higher.
Oh, great.
Bless the dice. Bless the dice today. Bless the dice today.
21.
That is a 21.
Oh
Okay, that's a 20.
no, dude, it's a nat 1, bro.
Rough.
You see the angel in the corner begin to look around at the serpent that's dying. Seladrin, as he gets mauled by a fucking doll, and begins to let out a horrible song through the
Wait, can I
air.
hero point? Can I hero point? Wait.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nat 20, sir.
Let's go!
No.
As you guys all begin to cover your ears as it lets it out, and as you do, Atramar holds only one hand over his ear as he grabs a nearby rock on one of the tables, chucks it at the angel to make it stop singing, causing 2 points of damage to the angel. As it does, it looks at Atramar as it begins to fly over, and he's gonna try and hit him with his sword. Nice! That's a 36. And then let me do... And it'll do 13 points of damage as it begins to just unload on Atramar and slicing at him. As he does, Atramar is just barely able to deflect the blows coming off of this angel as it the cuts begin to fester almost a disease underneath each time it slices at his flesh. With that, we're gonna go to our boy Seladrin.
Okay. All right. Question 1. Because I took damage from her attack, confused says I can attempt a DC 11 flat check to recover from my confusion. Can I roll that right now?
You can roll that right now.
Okay. All right. Wish me luck, everybody.
Luck.
That's a 14. That's a
Let's go.
14. Okay.
You snap out of it and look down at this doll just eviscerating you.
Okay. I'm for the first time this session a little bit worried. As I okay, another question. You said I have vampire claws now. What's the stat sheet for that?
You gain fast healing.
Fast healing. Okay.
So
would
that
I
means that
have-
you gain I believe 7 health back every
Right
turn.
now?
Every time that it's your turn.
Okay, alright, so, okay, thank fucking God. 7 HP heal, that's so good. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna look down at this fucking doll here, and just try to grab its neck, and then cast Searing Light as I'm looking at her.
Holy shit. Let me check the grab action. Or grapple, is it? Yeah, grapple. So do an athletics check for me, boss man.
Athletics. Ooh, okay. That is gonna be a 10, but I'm gonna hero point it.
Nice.
It's a 17.
Nice! As this thing is tearing at you, you're able to grab it by the back of its neck and hold it as it's just laughing at you still and go. And you want to do.
Don't laugh at me!
What spell do you want to do?
Searing Light. So that's gonna be a spell attack to hit. So I'm gonna roll that right now. It's gonna be a 14. Wait, since she's grappled, would that have any?
Let me see.
I was gonna say, doesn't grapple grant advantage? Or is that only in D&D?
Let me see. I'll look it up right now. Let's see. Yeah, it'll be, they're now flat-footed, so they get -2 to their AC and immobilized, so they cannot move unless you do, which we
Okay.
know. Perfect. If you're, and then, if you attempt to manipulate, which would mean try and like get out of it, I think. It'll be a DC flat 5 check. So you actually do hit it with the light, and can
shit,
you
okay.
do some damage to that bitch?
Yes, that's gonna. They wouldn't count as a fiend or undead or anything, right?
They count as undead.
Undead. Oh, okay. That's gonna be a total of 27 damage. And as the lights come out of my eyes, instead of it being like the usual kind of like heavenly golden light that you guys see, it's gonna be a fucking like awful red.
You hold the doll in both of your hands as it begins to laugh and laugh more, as your eyes begin to glow red and your hands begin to emit a powerful aura. It begins to vibrate almost, and as it does, it lets out one last "Let's play!" as you explode and pop its head off.
I'm just fucking screaming like a gladiator as that happens.
I think that's both of your, or all of your moves, rather, right?
That's everything. I'm just holding the corpse up like a fucking trophy right now.
Oh my fucking god. Atramar.
Alright, we're gonna bring my sword back together into one.
Nice. The pen ropes
And
combines to make a giant katana.
then we're swinging at this guy's left wing.
Let's go.
That's a 33.
Oh my
Hit.
god!
Damn.
Let's see, that's what, a 1d10. I think that's a 10 plus 4, so 14 on damage.
Lovely. That's the total?
+1.
+1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 15 damage, and then I'll swing at his other wing for the second strike, because that's where my sword will be. Oh,
Nice.
that one's a nat one. Oh lord.
Wanna use your,
Yeah. Hero. Right? Or can I do
Yes, sir.
that?
Yeah, you can use your hero point.
Screw that nat one, bro. Shot. 28.
Nice. And roll for damage.
Oh wait, I rolled the wrong dice.
It'll be the D10, I believe, for full
Yeah. It's a 16.
Nice. You have one more move.
Plus
And
one,
then-
by the way.
Oh, 17
17
damage.
plus 15. All right, thank you.
And then, can I attempt to disarm this guy?
Oh, yeah, let me check. Let me just look that up on the thing real quick. Disarm athletics. You have
I'm
at
gonna grab
least
a drink
one
real quick.
hand free. So, I'm gonna say you can't right now, considering you're dual wielding. Or not dual
I
wielding,
try
but
to
holding.
hit it out of his hand with my sword or not?
Ooh,
not-
I'll say
I'm
you
not-
can with disadvantage.
Okay. That
So,
still
like,
be
you-
athletics roll
yeah.
or will
Athletics
okay.
roll, so roll twice, give me the lower number.
It's 28. And then 22. So 22.
Motherfucker, this. Atramar brings out the blade as he combines it, and he begins to slice at the wings on this angel. As he does, it goes through the first one on the left side as it dispels and begins to slowly try and grow back, but fails to, as the oil just pools underneath it. The next arm, as he brings that about, he slashes the other one with similar results, and as he does, he brings the top of his sword around and slashes at the hand holding the gladius, as the angel's sword goes flying over here to the right side of him, as it clambers down on the ground. And with that, it'll be Miss Stella's turn. Stella stays silent, like a real G.
Sorry.
Lasagna.
Could I run multiple checks in one turn or no?
Yeah, for sure. I'll say
I would
anything
like
over
to.
one starts using it as like an action. So you can do
Okay.
one for free and then use another one for an action.
I was gonna check Atramar and Seladrin.
You can that'll just be one check, a medicine check, just to see how they're doing.
Oh, okay. Fucking, that's a 19. Sorry, 20.
19.
Non-natural.
You're able to tell that Seladrin and Atramar are both pretty heavily hurt. Seladrin much more than Atramar is. Atramar seems to be able to hold his own right now. A little bit better. A little not as good as he would be just after a long rest. And you notice that Seladrin is definitely taking a hurt during this entire battle.
Good thing that good thing that only counted as one. Because I still had another check to do. So, having noticed the spell effect not necessarily affecting Seladrin earlier, could I make a check to see how, like, what my healing would do to him?
Yeah, that'll be an Arcana or knowledge.
Arcana or occultism?
Let me see. Occultism. No great deal. I'll say whichever one you prefer.
Okay.
It's close to the same thing, but I know that occultism is a little bit more up your alley.
I was just wondering because I didn't know if vampire would fall under occultism.
Yeah, so yeah. You can
That
do-
is.
That's why I'm saying, like, you'll figure it out with either Arcana or occultism. So
Whichever. Okay. Okay. Either way, that's a 30.
Nice.
19
you know that vampires and undead cannot take traditional healing spells, and that if you probably used some of the spells that you know currently, you'd almost kill him.
I
cast Healing Hand.
You could murder me right now and it'd be so funny.
Just cook him.
Second thing about that, because okay, Hymn of Healing is necromancy.
Hmm.
Would that work on him
Let me see.
without hurting him?
Hymn of Healing. Is it?
I'm healed by negative
It
effects
is
that
a
heal
it's a
undead.
focus spell.
Oh, that's why I can't see it. Let me see. Necromancy healing. Yeah, you can.
Okay. Guess
Something
what,
that
buddy?
heals undead.
Yes, it says
Yeah, I'll heal him.
distinctly that fast healing increases if
Oh.
it's a heightened spell. So that lets me know that it has to do with the undead.
Mm-hmm. And then presumably that would be auto heightened by 2, right?
Yes.
Or wait, yes, 2. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and
I think it's actually
Cat-
heightened. Sorry, it's heightened 3.
oh,
It's-
okay.
yeah, it's
I
what it's
just
saying
went
on
with
the
the
right side,
lower
at
one
least.
because I didn't want to be wrong and stupid.
Yeah. No, you're fine, boss. You're not stupid or
Okay,
wrong.
so
Go on.
then I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hymn of Healing on Seladrin, which will heal him for
He's gonna gain
fucking-
6 temporary hit points.
yeah, he's gonna gain
Okay.
6 temp hit points, and then he's gonna gain 12 regular, like, fast healing.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And
Perfect.
that's going to last for 4 rounds? If sustained?
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
Do-
It says
Do I still have
sustained.
flat-footed, by the way?
No.
Okay.
You broke confusion, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that ends Stella's turn, I believe.
Yep.
Lovely. Mr. Isuu.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna back up and then shoot this guy with my short bow.
Nice.
$28.
That hits. Roll for damage.
3.
Nice. Is that what else are you gonna do this round?
I'm just gonna shoot him again.
Alright, roll another.
Oof. 11.
That one's gonna miss. As Isuu raises his short bow, he lets out 2 bolts quickly. As they fly through the air, the first one connects and once again begins to get consumed by the oil and smoke, which seems to be slower than the doll. You can tell that the angel's been taking a lot of damage. The second one is dispelled as it crushes through the fog that it was hiding under, and the arrow flies through and just hits the back of the school. With that, it is now the angel's turn. And can I have Atramar and Seladrin make a will saving roll for me?
Yes, sir.
28.
A lot. Hold on. 23. Wait, no. 33. Sorry.
Nice. This as the angel begins to let out a horrible song once more, you guys are unaffected by it, while it begins to belch out notes that are just horrible to the ear. With that, it's gonna try and claw and punch at. Sorry, I was reading what the actual
Ooh.
thing said. Oh,
Wait, it was only
whoa, whoa! Didn't know we're playing this kind of
it
game.
was
What was saying,
It was
Stella?
only Seladrin and Atramar that had to make the save?
Yeah, it was only in that one radius. It's a different move, so it's not a huge, like, radius as before.
What was the save again?
It
Will.
was a will save.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and
curiosity.
not worries. I'll send you the, player, or the monster card after the game.
I was gonna say no, not yet.
As the, angel has a side conversation with Stella, he turns back towards Atramar and tries to let out an unrelenting blow of punches. The first one, let's go, it's gonna be a 30. And the second one, with a -5, is gonna be a 27. Beautiful. This will be at Atramar. And he's gonna hit him for 24 points of damage as he begins to try and tear at Atramar's clothes as it unrelentlessly tries to fight for its life. You see it now trying to dig its hands deeper and deeper within Atramar's chest as it looks like it's trying to find some place to fit in.
He's getting there. He's getting pretty far.
And with that, it's gonna be Seladrin's turn.
All right. With my regained strength from being healed, thank fuck. I'm gonna fucking lob the corpse of this thing at the angel, and as that's happening, I'm gonna shift my hands into the moonlight ray, little triangle shaped thing.
Right, so, let's see, I think throwing is athletics. Yeah, roll an athletics check, to see if you hit.
Gonna be a nat 20, sir.
Oh my god! Let me check improvised weapon, Pathfinder damage.
So many fucking nat 20s this
Yeah.
That's what makes Pathfinder so good.
Yeah, the nat 20s. That never happens in D&D.
No, never.
Also, before you visualize it, I planned on having Moonlight Ray connect, or at least try to connect with right as the body hits them as well. So like a
Alright, so it's saying just fucking roll for whatever, or like the DM decides what the improvised weapon damage is, so I guess I'm
hit me
God
with
here.
the dice. Hit me
Yeah,
with the
right?
dice.
Do a
all of them.
1d8 plus 2.
1d8 plus 2 coming at you. Let me find whatever but that's an 8-sided one, I think. Yep. All right. 1d8 plus 2.
The
It's
Seladrin's
gonna
kind
be
of
an 8 plus 2. That's for a
And it's
a total
doubled.
of 10.
So that's 20
Oh
total.
shit.
Do
Okay.
the
Damn.
moonbeam.
So 20 just with the body, and then Moonlight Ray, a spell attack. That's gonna be 20.
To hit.
Yeah.
Nice, and do damage.
Okay. All right. Is this also undead?
Yes.
Oh my god. 17 plus 15 on that, so 32.
You throw the body of the doll out from your hands, and as it connects with the angel, it looks down as the pieces of it just begin to fall from oil and muck. And as it does, it looks back up, and then it looks back up at Seladrin and makes eye contact before a beam of light begins to surround
And
it.
I'm fucking pissed.
The angel looks up and sees a red light beaming down as it grows in intensity, and then just as the doll connects to the angel, a beam of blinding red light shoots down from the heavens and just eviscerates this angel. As it does, you guys all look away from how bright it is, and then as you look back, you see a smoldering pile of oil going on the ground.
My vocal cords are like bleeding at this point from all the fucking effort I'm putting into this yell.
And with that, you see that all of the monsters around you are completely dead as Darkheart makes his way into the classroom. Oh, are you the plumbers?
This is not a good time.
Since that is like right after a fight, I'm gonna raise my hand towards him and then realize that it is.
Like, yeah, same move.
just still screaming.
Stella's gonna go play with the dragon bones.
I'll kind of snap out of it.
Oh shit, what's that? And he looks over at the dragon bones just smoldering. You can, the bones are decaying and decrepit as well. You can just see that they're covered in oil, it seems.
I think something died. Don't worry.
You think, Stella?
Yeah, it smells like something died. I should get the...
I mean, what would you classify what I did to that thing as?
You fucking tell me. It seems like you knew exactly what to do. I'm gonna start kind of moving towards her.
As
Stella's
you guys...
just gonna still stare
Seladrin
confused
isn't
at the
eating
bones.
Chester's hot fries at the moment.
Canonically. As you guys are doing this, you'll bust into the room.
Sorry.
How dare you? As I thought you were saying that to like Yule coming in, I was like, that's so in character. That was crazy.
What the
You-
fuck is happening?
That's what
There are
I'm saying.
gods among us! Sorry.
Among Us? Imposter, I get it.
I hate
It's
all
dark.
of you.
My character explodes.
Right then,
Mm.
oh, I don't know who to call. I thought you were the ones to fix this.
Stella's gonna just start off like, we fixed your plumbing issue earlier.
Oh,
She'll
well then
point
how did
to where
these
the
guys
leak
get
used to
in?
be.
As Darkheart is confusingly talking to you guys, you all feel a presence grow from behind you, and as you do, a figure just emerges there as a tall, bronze dragonborn stands behind you with his hands behind his back and goes, "Oh yes, are you students of the academy?"
No.
No, they are not students.
Far from it.
They
Uh,
are...
The Dragonborn looks at Stella confusingly as she is wearing the cloak that's given out to the students here, and looks at the rest of you and goes, "Right, I figured not. But allow me to introduce myself as the headmaster Ironhide. And who might each of you be?"
Well, I'm Isuu, and this is Seladrin, and this is Atramar, and this is Stella, and we could use some help curing Seladrin of vampirism.
Stella's
The
gonna politely bow. Sorry.
Oh, thank you. And he'll look at Seladrin, study him for a moment, and goes, well, you definitely came to the right place. I fear that the only person to help might be Professor Darkheart, though. If I may, I could go help find the book on how he tried to cure vampirism.
Actually, he has it at the moment. At the moment. I went to the library and helped him find it.
He has the book, hmm?
Yes.
Darkheart, can you come here for a moment, please? And Darkheart catches his attention as he was just looking at a little lunar moth flying by.
Yeah, well, Ironhide, yes. What may I do for you?
You have the book that they speak of, the one to cure vampirism.
Oh, let me check my pockets.
And he begins to just empty his pockets full of mundane trinkets and just hands them to like Atramar, as is there just too much to be holding. He almost has a bag of holding inside of his pockets, it seems like, and he's just dumping shit upon Atramar that he cannot possibly hold, and they're just spilling over everywhere until he finally brings out a book the size of his own head, as he goes,
Yes, I think this is it, Ironhide. Right then. And why don't you give it to the Valentine Four for us?
and
Wait, how do you
he'll-
know who we are?
He looks at you guys and smiles, and goes,
Oh, I've known who each of you are for quite a while. It's part of my job here at the school to pay attention to any of interest characters throughout Eldria.
So you stalk us, essentially.
Motherfucker, I am part of. We're 5 right now.
You stalk us too.
No, I'm
Uh.
saying that we are 5 right now. This bitch wasn't even here. She'll point at Stella.
Ironhide walks over to Seladrin and goes,
No, my dear boy. You confuse my magic with something else. You see, I am the master of divination. If I may,
and brings his hand up and touches Seladrin's forehead, and Seladrin takes back for a second as he gets flushed with emotions and feelings from going from being a young boy, a human, living in a town happily, going from a good family that are able to come home every single day and teaching him, feeding him, and genuinely being good souls, to then the hatred that he felt for humanity that forced him to leave, going into the forest. He feels something else as he sees his body get renewed in the forest. And from there, he lives out his life up until the moment when he turned into a vampire. And then looks back at Ironhide as he just stands there, looking at Seladrin.
What the fuck did you just do to me?
I believe you would call it stalking, my boy.
Tears are kind of welling up a bit.
Now, I need you all to take what is written in there with a grain of salt. Don't tell Darkheart this, but not too many of his trials ended successfully. Most of the vampires that he did try it on ended up perishing along the way.
So I might be fucked.
You might be, my boy. But there's only one way to find out. I cannot do you any more than give you this book and send you on your way. Darkheart, is there anything that you could give our guests to help?
And Darkheart will think for a moment, remember something, reach inside of his jacket and pull out a small bottle of sand and politely hands it to Yule.
Thank you, Professor Darkheart.
Yes, anytime.
What is in this? Besides the sand.
Darkheart looks at Ironhide looks at Darkheart as he tries to figure out what it is by going through his mind, but it's an absolute maze and a mess in there. As he tries to remember himself on what that could have been, goes,
I believe those might be the rejuvenating sands. Take it, and you'll feel as if you had just rested for a week. Be told, though, this. You may only use it once. Now, might I escort you from the way you came? Ironhide says, waiting for you guys to ask any other questions before leading you guys out.
Yeah. You know anything about cursed weapons, sir? You seem to know a lot about us. You know anything about mine?
He walks over and puts his fingers through your forehead and sees what's going on, and as he does, he begins to look at you worriedly and goes,
You have a heart of gold, my boy. What comes to you is trying to wrest it. You must fight it. At every possible turn, you must fight it. For it is that gold in your heart that keeps the world true of heroes.
So, does that mean I can use it, but just don't give into
What
it?
did I
or-
just fucking say?
and then he's gonna look
Okay.
at Seladrin as if he's like speaking French. Like, you got that right.
Voulez-vous
Jules?
coucher avec moi,
Yeah,
ce soir?
the fuck? Comprehend language is that, bitch. Anyways.
Okay.
Fucking.
Sorry.
Just use it sparingly. No, it's not every once in a while.
You can see from Darkheart the toll of this power. You must use it sparingly.
Gotcha.
Is there anyone else?
And
Nope.
with that, Ironhide leads you out the door and leads you out of the school. As you guys follow him, you go towards the docks, and Ironhide looks at each of you as you guys kind of look at him, waiting for something to happen. And as you do, Yule bows her head and goes, "Thank you, Ironhide. It has been a pleasure."
Oh, please. It is all mine.
As we were leaving the classroom, could Stella pick up those 2 potions she was fucking looking at?
Yeah, sure.
And,
Those ones
did that sword dissolve away with the angel, or is it still kind of just chilling over there?
Dude, this dude's trying to get any cursed weapon he can get his hands on. That one,
Cool.
turned. As you look at it, it looks like it's just barely a sword. It looks like a hilt at best, and that's it. It's covered in oil, and it looks like it's been disintegrated almost from acid or from something corroding and eating away at the actual metal that it was
Okay.
made from.
Alright, I'll leave it alone.
Seeing Atramar's interest, Stella's gonna go ahead and cast Fuck Off Weapon and kick it away.
Stella goes over to the window and like looks over real quick as she realizes this is something kind of bad. Kicks open the window, like the glass, as the sword hilt just flies out. Just oops. And back at the dock
She
now.
learns, but slow.
Yeah, back at the dock now. Yule bows her head and stands back up, and as she does the similar move as Seladrin does, as she falls off the back of the dock into the abyss and ends up somewhere else. And with that, Ironhide puts his hands on the whole group and pushes you off into the abyss.
Fuck.
All of you guys end up back at House Valentine. As you clamor and enter through the door, you see Valentine and Junebug sitting in chairs talking about stories, as Pog sits nearby, intently waiting for Valentine's next order.
And so I told him, that's no wildebeest, that's my husband. Oh, intrepid heroes! Junebug
drunken
looks.
man.
You know me. It's only 10:30 in the morning. Valentine whispers over to you guys. So how'd it go? Did you guys find what you needed?
I believe so.
Think?
He
Some
left the book
fucking
with
book.
Stella, right?
Yes, you have the book, Stella.
Okay. Yule's gonna shrug. They gave us something. This should probably help. Oh, and Yule's gonna hold up the bottle of sand. Would anyone like to keep this?
Dibs.
She'll shrug, holding it
respect
out,
the
ready
dibs.
for him to grab it. You should note that down somewhere, by the way.
You
What?
can add that into a homebrew item. We'll do that after the session.
Oh,
Fuck,
okay.
I didn't know you could do that on here.
Yeah, it's really cool. I did that with Atramar's weapons.
Yeah, he did. It was pretty cool.
I can actually customize spells. Woohoo.
Let's go.
Enjoy the sand, I suppose. Don't, Bicefe. Do not give that to him yet.
Me?
Yes.
Give me that shit, Isuu.
9!
Why are
I'll
you
do
saying
it
numbers at me?
for 2 gold coins.
2?
No. And then I
Yule
put
will
it in my
cast
pocket.
thaumaturgy.
I'm gonna try to reach for it before he puts it in his pocket.
No, no.
Okay,
no.
okay, wait. Who's using thaumaturgy and on what?
Yule's gonna cast thaumaturgy 3 times to make the lights flicker, the doors fucking go open and shut, and her voice boom.
Oh, shit.
Whoa,
As she
shit!
glares at Isuu, if you hand that over to him, I will bring your own bowels to yourself.
Yeah, you're real scary, aren't you?
Exactly. Give it to me, Isuu, and I'm gonna start walking towards him again.
Back off.
Try me so I can
No,
make a new
fucking
character sheet for Yule.
I trip Seladrin.
Oh shit.
Trip him.
Yeah, I'll say you trip him and then kind of hold him back as well. As you do, Junebug is gonna let out a laugh and
I'm
begin
just giving a death
enjoying
stare
the.
at Atramar.
Seladrin, you got to lighten up, my boy.
As he puts an arm around you.
I'm gonna
Tell
shove
me.
it off.
You're looking better than ever. I gotta be honest, I like the new look. Did you,
You don't have to lie to me.
No, I really do. You're looking better than ever. The green was a little but this looks powerful. This looks fucking scary. How'd you do it?
Oh well, not by my own accord. And I'm just gonna kind
No.
of look off in the distance.
Oh, you got it as a gift, did you?
More of a curse, but we can go with that if that's what you think is cool.
Oh. I heard that vampires usually come back from the dead. Did you go to the underworld, perchance?
Junebug looks intently as you, very
Wait,
interested.
so is he actually dead?
He's a vampire. He is undead.
Oh god.
That means if you
Was-
give him the sands, he'll probably die.
Yeah, I heard you the first 50 times.
To be fair, she never said it. So she just said don't fucking give it to him.
I get the
Was-
point.
Was
What-
the place I was in technically the underworld?
You are not sure. This is gonna be the first time that you speak to anyone about it.
Okay. Well, I went somewhere. Not really sure if it's the underworld that you're talking about, though.
Where'd you go, boy? Albathar, huh? What would it look like? No gods, nothing?
Kind of a lot of nothing, yeah. For a long time. I just kind of stare at the floor a little bit.
Oh, it's okay, my boy.
I don't need your fucking comfort, Junebug.
Oh, it's okay.
no.
Junebug's died many a times.
What did it look like when you died?
What it looked like when I died? Well, I was walking through lands and meadows of gray. Everything seemed dead. And then I sat under a tree for a long time. I heard the whisper of Night Mother. And she asked me if I wanted another chance. I had to give up a lot to come back. But now I'm here!
And he looks happily at you guys as he does a big smile.
Now that I'm thinking about it, how the fuck is your head back on? I've been holding on to this for fucking months. Months! We've been at sea, and I've been thinking about it for ages!
Sorry
As,
to interrupt. Atramar's gonna go to the infirmary and then gotta go.
Oh shit! Did you get a call?
Yeah, sorry.
You're
good,
If y'all are
Bogman.
still here, I'll be back. But if
We're
not,
wrapping up right now, no stress.
Okay,
Sounds good.
Cool.
Sounds good.
I'll see y'all boys later.
Good luck,
Peace out,
Atramar.
man.
Was
GG.
good.
You don't just, like, sew that back on.
No, Night
That's
Mother
not how
did
it
it.
fucking works. Stella's gonna
No.
pull her arm off, but I can do it.
As Junebug was kind of explaining how that whole realm looked, I'm just still kind of looking at the floor, breathing a little heavier, not saying anything.
What's got you little green in the gills there, Seladrin?
Don't fucking
You-
worry about it.
And then he catches your tone and goes,
You were there. You.
and then he looks up at, he like puts his hands on your shoulder as he starts to sound more concerned.
What did you give? What did you leave at the tree, my boy? What did you...
As he begins to talk and ask you, he just stops dead in his tracks as he clenches at his heart and then begins to fall on top of Seladrin.
Oh shit!
What did you give?
I'm still just staring at him.
And then he falls lifeless on top of Seladrin.
Oh fuck!
Yule's gonna sort of panic and cast Spare the Dying on him.
Yul rushes over, picks up
Because they won't
Selad,
know that
picks up Junebug, and casts an incantation above him. As she does, Junebug, his heart begins to beat again as you see his chest
Thank God.
fill with air as he's now stabilized but unconscious. The last thing he said as he died in Seladrin's arms were, "What did you give?" As he learned that Seladrin spoke to the Night Mother. With that, Yul will usher Junebug and him out.
We
And
don't have to give any more right now, my friend.
with that, Valentine and Pog are gonna just be like,
Well, that was fucking weird, huh?
Just gonna lean on the wall. If I
Stella
had a
will
cigarette,
happily
I'd be
smile
smoking it.
confused.
But you got the cure for vampirism? What did you get?
Stella will pull the book out from like under her cloak and try to flip through to find the page with the first of the like the start of the trials.
as you do,
I
Stella is able
found
to
This.
innately stop right on the page where it says vampirism trials. And Valentine looks at it, raises his eyebrows, and begins to read it as he puts his hands underneath the book and slowly takes it away as he starts to read it.
Yes. Okay, this might do. Okay, Seladrin, we'll have a cleric come and read this and see what we can do about it. How have you been feeling?
Not too great, but I mean, I'm walking, so
Oh, that's always good.
guess that counts for something.
All right. You've been plenty of help, Stella.
She's just gonna be like, do keep in mind, not all of those worked.
Oh.
You
Oh,
should be careful in reading the results of each trial.
certainly I'll keep note of that. I'll try to find which ones worked best and which ones had, let's say, failed results.
Sort of a little sad this time, she's gonna whisper, I want my friend back.
I know. I want him back too.
And she'll just slink off.
And with that, we are going to end tonight's session.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't
Still
think
a
you were
Mrs.
gonna kill
Nice
my
Boy.
big bad literally in one fucking move.
I'm
Anyway.
sorry, I didn't know.
So cool though.